Welcome to a class on basic electronic circuits. The topic for today is going to be switching of BJT. The transistor can be used for various other applications other than an amplifier. The proper design helps us to use BJT as a switch for computer and control applications. To act as a switch, BJT is operated either in saturation or in cutoff mode. This talks about the circuit diagram for BJT as a switch. Now you can observe here that the resistance RB is not biased using some DC source but biased using the pulse that is applied at the base through the resistor RB. You can also observe that the transistor when connected in a switch mode will give you an inverted output. Let's look into the basic operation. So let's look into the DC load line. So as you can see, DC load line is nothing but points joining both the extreme conditions. This gives you Q points when characteristics cross the DC load line. When I'm operating it as a switch, the most important parameter is going to be IC saturation, which is equal to VCC by RC. Move ahead and look into the analysis of BJT as a switch. IC saturation is equal to VCC by RC. We just saw it in the graph. From there, I know that IB is equal to VI minus VBE upon RB. This equation comes from the KVL in the input rule. But I know that there is a relationship between IB and IC, which is IB is equal to IC upon beta. Remember, this relation is true when I am operating the transistor in forward active mode. So for successful switching, my IB max is approximately equal to IC sat by beta. This IB max is the current that is flowing through the transistor when it is in the forward active mode or it is at the edge of forward active mode and saturation. So when you operate the transistor as a switch, IB should always be greater than IC saturation by beta or greater than IB max in forward active mode. Let's look into one numerical for transistors as a switch. The input applied is a pulse varying from 0 to 5 volts. VCC is 5 volts. RB and RC values are 68 kilo ohms and 820 ohms respectively. And the current gain for this circuit is equal to 125. Let's start. So IC saturation we know is equal to VCC by RC, which comes out to be 6.1 milliamperes. Next, we calculate IB by applying KVL in the input loop, which gives me VI minus VBE upon RB, which comes out to be 63 microamperes. Next, you will verify whether it will operate properly as a switch. So you calculate IB max, which is 48.8 microamperes, and you are satisfied that IB that you just have found out is greater than IC by beta, IC saturation by beta, and the circuit will surely work as a switch. There is also resistance relative to the on state and off state of the device. When the transistor is acting as a switch and it is on, it is in saturation, and the R on or on resistance is given as equal to VCE sat upon IC sat. When the transistor is in off state, it is in cutoff mode and the resistance is given by VCC upon ICEO. Remember, ICEO is nothing but the minority current in common emitter. So let's look into one design numerical where input and output waveforms are already given and the IC saturation for the given circuit is equal to 10 milliamperes. So the design will be started with the input values that were given to us. So we knew IC saturation, we know output is varying from 10 volts to 0 volts. So we'll consider that output nothing but equal to VCC when it is at logic 1. So let's start with first designing RC. We know IC saturation is equal to VCC by RC. So RC comes out to be 1 kilo ohms. Next, we can calculate IB saturation or IB max. It will be equal to IC saturation upon beta, which is equal to 40 microamperes. Once I've calculated IB max, I know current IB in saturation mode should be greater than IB max. So I'll select IB in saturation in switching region to be equal to 60 microamperes. Once I've done that, I can calculate RB using the input KVL equation, which gives me IB equals to VI minus VBE upon RB. Thank you.